intro.
When are we going live?
Oh, yeah.
We are live right now, Mr. Lobster.
Oh.
Hi.
Professional podcast.
We were in
I know I've been gone for a while. Has the shitting consistently on Moose?
When is that? Rob, it's been like this for 23 years of my life. To be honest, I don't think I watched the full 4-minute trailer.
you could die on this hill, but you're going to die.
We're both right.
Moose, what is it?
Enormous sticks.
Enormous stits.
Look at us! We look so... Can't even tell you.
I'm on.
Go, Brian. What are you doing here in Scottsdale? It's me, Moose, and Bear. What are the odds? And pleaded.
Why stalking us now? Because we are going just up from here.
This is the Red Fast Review.
LOLO, welcome on in. Red Fast Review, episode 103. 24 hours of Bear. You're getting another hour plus of it tonight.
I didn't see it.
Welcome on in, everybody. Yeah. Welcome on in. 103 episodes. We're cruising along. I think my camera's slightly off.
1 week away.
Yeah, 1 week away from the 2 year.
I was gonna. Is Bear? You gonna be good for the 2 year? Because you get that long stream Friday.
We'll figure it out.
He might still be up. He might not have slept at this point.
Now, last year we ended up doing the trivia one episode after.
Correct. So it'll be 105 technically.
So that's kind of what I'm banking on here.
Fair enough. But yeah, we're cruising right along. We have MLB Launch Week this week. The Valspar took place this past weekend. Not one of the bigger tournaments, but if you're a golfer in the area, you may have watched that. Kind of a dramatic finish there. The World Baseball Classic is live and well. March Madness, of course, probably controlled and dominated the weekend of sports. If you're a watcher of sports around. And then we have some EA stuff that recently released, and again, all their stuff is releasing on Tuesdays. Maybe this is a better podcast for Wednesdays going forward, or maybe Tuesday nights, but that's neither here nor there. So a lot of fun stuff tonight, and we will have trivia, even though we have Mr. Lobster absent. I will while we run around the horn, I'll make sure I have my access permissions, as he did already send it to me. But Mr. Moose, what's cooking in your neck of the woods?
Not too much. The team just wrapped up their little 2.5 week California road trip. That it was the first little skid of the season since kind of the start of the year. So better to do it now than in a month when playoffs start. So they'll be back home for their 10 of their last 12 games, starting tomorrow and Wednesday before Friday, Saturday. So excited for that. Gonna be able to jump on the broadcast these next 2 days. And yeah, it should be fun. Just working a lot last week, working every day this week except for Friday. Hopefully JG, we can get out and golf again soon when the weather gets a little warmer here. But
you just popped into chat as you said it too.
Oh yeah. Right
on cue. So yeah, get some golfing in while you can. It should be nice weather there. The tour's going to be down there. Is the DP is the match play in Texas? I know Valero is.
The Dell is, yeah.
The Dell match play is in Texas too, right? Yeah. So it's the Texas swing before we head over to Augusta with EA, along with EA's launch week. But more importantly, this week we have MLB's launch week for none other than Mr. CIA Bear, and likely Mr. Pleated Pants going to be back in action, heavy into it as well. Bear, what's cooking your way?
Outside of getting ready for the 24-hour, which we'll talk about at the end, but as have you ever had a day at your job where it feels like you crushed every single thing that got thrown at you? I had that day today where I wrote my first grant for the district worth $25,000 and felt like I crushed that. I had to meet with one of our local colleges to set up a program for our students and got that accomplished very early in the morning. And it felt like everything was cooking. And I went, this is the week. Like everything going well at work, I immediately turned it back into, this is going to be the week for content. And then Ginger shooting a shot for me out of nowhere and getting a tweet promoting my stream by the #1 MLB The Show streamer has put me on cloud 9
I
for
didn't
this.
see that.
You didn't see it? Go look
Was
at
it Dimmu?
Yep.
Oh,
So the man knows the den exists.
love that. You guys have
Ginger's
very
tweet, though?
similar styles of humor too.
If you look on the things he tweeted at, I'm assuming tweets and replies.
Tweets. Replies.
How do you have your Twitter on bright? Yep, there it is.
I have mine on break.
Right at the top.
Ooh, look at this.
So that
Love that.
that kind of got the
Ooh,
blood
wow.
boiling. I don't know, but that is a game capture.
Whoa,
Alerts?
it's like you're
Oh, my raid alert. I apparently have alerts in here. That just randomly popped up.
Interesting.
Welcome
Little
on
stream
in,
about
Mr.
that.
Rundown Man, party of 11. Thank you for coming in. We're just looking at Mr. I guess I'll hide that. I didn't even know I had alerts in here. But anyways, so what did Ginger say?
So just go back to what Ginger said. What was that?
this is
So there it is.
Ah, okay.
And so you see it's got 1 like on it. And from the man himself. So again,
Apparently-
whether he
apparently there's pretty
truly-
loud Cobra.
What happened?
Can
there?
you turn-
I mean, Moose?
you want me turn me down?
Oh,
Chat saying I'm very loud.
okie dokie.
So yeah, so that's just got me firing on all cylinders for this week.
Yeah, love that. I didn't know that. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it really is crazy, you know. So if you're not familiar, why are alerts here? That's bizarre. I'll take care of that after. But if you're mainly just in the golf community, and that's where I consider myself a part of. I don't I shouldn't say interact. I don't partake in streaming MLB or any of that nature. But the amount of eyes, the amount of great content creators, the amount of people that are in the directory for MLB as opposed to golf is just astronomical, and it's just such a fun time to be a part of on Twitch. And even as a spectator, it's just enjoyable stuff, so I'm very much looking forward to it, like the likes of Daddy Demu or Jers or Jugsy, calling out Bear. So all the different characters, I've secondhand got introduced to through you guys has been a fun time. So really looking forward to MLB, even though I'm just going to be on the spectator side. So should be fun.
And
Should be fun.
never too late to drop in.
It's not going to happen, but anywho, I'm just calling a spade.
How was the trip?
Whew, Scottsdale. Man, was that what a place. It's so different. Have you guys ever been to the Southwest before? Like the desert area? I mean, I've been to
Just
Vegas,
California.
but like I've never really gone outside of Vegas, so it's not really desert. I mean, it is desert, but like it's so congested you don't feel like you're in the desert, if that makes sense. Like when you're in Phoenix and we had a rental car and we're driving around to different courses or venues or just going out to eat or something, just seeing for miles and miles and miles on end, and it's just flat ground, and then you see all these big huge rock formations in the distance. Just really, really cool atmosphere. And then on top of it, it was 70 degrees, partly cloudy or sunny every single day. Fantastic weather. TPC champions, very nice course. My favorite course was the second day, which was Papago. It was it was the least expensive. It played the easiest, and I thought it was the nicest. Let me see if I can pull up.
Did it play the easiest? Because I checked your scorecard after 7 holes live on stream, and
I was 90.
a lot
I
of
shot
6s and
99 on
7s.
Papago. So,
so you turned it around.
Yeah, I must have. I guess I could probably pull up birdies. Is this the picture? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, because as you were playing,
range right there, it was.
That's solid.
It was just so cool.
And that, like, those rocks, like, how far out would you say those were?
Could you throw a football over them?
Something like that.
Okay, you're not. Yeah, you're not.
No. Yeah. Like there was, I can see a bunker out there that no one was reaching, and that's probably about 300, and those seem like maybe another 100 or 2 after that. But like, and on top of it, so at this golf course, Papago, there must have been like 30 children at the age of 5 and under, because there's this huge grass area where it's just like an outdoor patio. People bring their entire families and they're just having a good time out to eat, watching golf, and like around the greens and stuff. I think this is ASU's home course as well.
I love that.
Wekopa. Wekopa was the last day. I don't know. One of them's ASU's home course, but it's just really, really nice. If you ever go to Scottsdale, this is the one that I would personally recommend of the 3 that I played. Least expensive of the 3, and I thought the most enjoyable. And then I have a couple picks from, just like seeing, it's constant, like, this is what I mean by like seeing for miles off in the distance, and you just see these like crazy, like
flat.
I mean, some are actual mountains, some are more of that like rock structure type. I have like a Pano one too, which is kind of cool. But it's just like the entire green. You could just see every which way you go. You could see miles and miles and miles. And then this was one of the final par 3s that was kind of cool. Just tons of this desert crap, like just like random sand and rock. This is at Wekopa. They had a lot more. This was 230 yards to the pin, by the way. That hole was
par
a doozy.
3?
Par 3, yeah. I was able to bogey it, so I was pretty happy. I ended up in the fairway, but it was highly recommend it. And on top of it, we're on this fine day, which was yesterday. Is this Sunday? Yeah, my days are all screwed up. Got to meet someone at the clubhouse. None other than Seamount for Life showed up and grabbed a couple beers with me, grabbed some food, and we chatted it up for, I don't know, an hour or 2 while I was
any pictures or no?
No, we didn't end up taking a picture. I didn't really think to do it and
Gotcha.
whatnot. I should have, but
did he tower over you? Is that why?
Yeah. He had at least 5 inches on me.
I assume he's got 5 inches on all of us, but that's a different story there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horizontally and vertically.
He's breaking the bar.
Yeah.
Forget the desk.
Yeah, I have nothing bad to say, really. And then the whole bar scene was just something else. Like, I thought I was at like clubs in Vegas or something like that. The party scene, the attire choices by all the bartenders was the same across the board, which was minimal at best.
Oh, it's hot. They got to stay cool.
It wasn't that hot, Moose.
Well, I try.
Yeah.
Moose trying to defend it.
Yeah. Yeah, I passed on the final night. We were just kind of worn out, and we just cooked some steak tips and just partied at the house. Cool. So I think that everyone was a little burnt out.
Little Airbnb?
Yeah. 13 of us all in one Airbnb, pool, hot tub, whole shebang.
Love that.
And, they have this like walking area. It's, between... there's like just a whole bunch of bars all congregated, right? Street shut off because it's all walking and whatnot. We go and grab our car, and then we just did on Saturday night. We did like 7 or 8 laps just back through the crowd of people, and like we were going like 1 to 2 miles an hour because that's as fast as you could go. And like everyone was just hollering out the windows, like just chirping at each other and like or like trying to talk to girls, pick up girls while they, while we were driving by, and like it was just one of the most comedic times I've ever been a part of. So, lot
Did you
of
try
stuff I'll
to
tell you some off stream, but
yeah, did you try to reenact that meme I sent you before you went? You didn't try to steal the Declaration of Independence?
No.
I sent Kilbride a meme for those who don't know. I'll leak their own DMs of guys going to a bachelor party and they say, I'm just going to have a couple beers. And then the picture is Nicolas Cage and it says, after a few beers, I'm going to try and steal the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah,
so I told him good luck.
We didn't do anything that stupid, but there was definitely quite a few enablers that escalated in like the first night. Yeah,
That's
the first
me.
night. It's like I flew out. My flight was at like 6:45 local time here, but because of the time change, I only landed at like 9:30 there. And then we stayed up until like 3 or 4 in the morning, which is like 7 a.m. Eastern time local. So that's just a long night going right into golf. And then you just do it again the second night. We were up till 3, 4, 5 in the morning, some of them. As people were pulling all-nighters. There was all sorts of events going on because the casino's 3 minutes away. So there was people at the 24-hour casino just never shutting the lights off. I was, grateful to have the luxury to try to get some sleep, so I had like a nice couple 6-hour sessions, which I will gladly take. So anyways, that's long-winded, but at the same time there's a lot of little details that I'll kind of sprinkle in over the next few months or whatever as things come to my head. But long story short, if you guys ever have the chance, especially this time of year, check out Scottsdale, Arizona. Tons of great golf courses. Prices are through the roof, like astronomical. Double what I pay in Massachusetts, even triple at some places. So it's going to be a pretty penny, but the weather and atmosphere you can't beat. Alrighty, let's move on. We've dwindled enough. Valspar, World Baseball Classic, and March Madness. Let's start with World Baseball Classic. I feel like you guys have been following that closely, or Moose, have you been?
A little bit. I'd say Bear definitely watched a little bit more than I did. He might be able to talk a little bit more on it. I know the U.S. after a final, right? After a subpar first game, they had a bounce back. Trey Turner's just been an absolute monster. I think in 5 games he had 4 home runs. He was hitting like 400 something. Not sure when the next game is, but that's I know Puerto Rico and the DR have had some.
Oh,
that's a little loud.
Jesus. I
peed.
peed
At the Marlins Stadium. Yeah, this was a grand slam the other night.
But I think the biggest takeaway from this is people know the name Trey Turner now. Like we've talked about, I think on this podcast, like if you were to see some of the top people in baseball, now people might not still know what Trey Turner looks like if he's not wearing his USA uniform, but you now know the name. And especially as we're going into baseball season, if you're watching these games, if you're going to watch Baltimore versus Detroit in the middle of May, that might not be something that you get amped up for like these games, but you get people that are, now getting a little bit interested, and that's what you need. You need to pique the interest of people going, okay, maybe I'll watch a game. Maybe I'll start to support my home team. Maybe I'll actually go to a game. Like certain things like that is what baseball has needed forever.
Yeah, they haven't had that face of baseball in so long. The various faces just like kind of have never stood out to the
like it was going to be Tatis, and then he got in.
Well, I mean, even it could have been.
No more
right?
clips.
It could have been. Yeah, because I'm about to blow my eardrums out too. But like back in the day, like I feel like between McGuire, Sosa, Bonds, Griffey, the 90s through the early mid 2000s, those were all household names.
Yeah.
But now it's like there's a lot of households that don't know a single name in baseball. At this point, I still think it's probably Aaron Judge is the most common. But
I was going to say, like, the largest name that's been in the league for the most amount of time, I feel like at this point might be Verlander. And he's bounced around teams a couple times
but how much of Verlander? How much of Verlander is also tied into Kate Upton?
I was going to say that, which is a good thing though, because like it does get different eyes and everything. But there's not that celebrity status like the Jeter, right? Like everyone knew Jeter. He was a face like that everyone recognized, but a lot of different people in the celebrity atmosphere know him because of his dating resume. Like he was basically the Leonardo DiCaprio of baseball. So whether you like it or not, like it just doesn't. You don't see that in baseball, and I know we're kind of beating a little bit of a dead horse, but it's good to see more and more people get a little bit of exposure, and hopefully one or two of these guys can take it to the next level. Not that there's anything bad to say about Mike Trout, because he's been kind of the guy that's supposedly been there for so long. I think it's more due to the poor promotion part of the MLB and also the market he plays in, like Anaheim, or I keep saying Anaheim, LA, I guess.
One unfortunate thing that did come out of this World Baseball Classic for the Mets, who just can't catch a break, their closing pitcher is out for the season, and I believe Jeff McNeil is out for a lengthy while as well. So
play those trumpets.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. No Diaz this year, right? So
yeah, just Mets can never catch a break year to year. It's unfortunate, but
Mets being the Mets, some things never
I was
never
gonna
change,
say,
right?
There's always going to be one team.
Yeah, Bears used to it with the Browns. All right, March Madness. Wow, what a start to March Madness. Jesus. Per usual, it always has its upsets, to no surprise. I think the biggest shocker, of course, being Fairleigh Dickinson University taking down Purdue.
Thank God I changed my bracket, right? Didn't help too much though.
Yeah, so I mean, at this point, I just personally enjoy him. That was another thing that we did a hell of a lot of. And one of the best parts about the bachelor party is, you have 13 guys, and we're like, all right, let's collectively all get on one game here.
Yes.
And like everyone's just rooting for the exact same thing and just going ballistic when it happens. It wasn't Fairleigh Dickinson. It was more hockey stuff. I was with more hockey guys, and they wanted to bet on the Bruins, understandably so, and they crushed it. So we all won, which was good. But circling back to college basketball, tons of upsets. I don't really have anything much to say, but, great tournament thus far, and, looking forward to more. I think there was one clip I did want to show, which was one of the bad beats. If you guys saw it, it was in the final game. I believe it was the final game. TCU Gonzaga, or one of the final games.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I heard it.
All right, let me audio. Easy. Okay. So let me set the scene here. Gonzaga is a 4.5 point favorite in this game. Notice the time. They are at the line shooting free throws. And this is the end of the game. Now up 6.
Oh.
Remember, the clock doesn't start until
he touches
it. 0.7 seconds left, right in your eye. They had zero chance of winning the game. There's 0.7 seconds left. And they're literally hugging on the court. This guy's out here ruining people's lives.
Oh no!
I'm surprised I didn't bet on TCU or with Gonzaga with some of the beats I took. That I yelled at you for liking the Memphis one.
Yeah. I was probably not even aware of what I was doing in an inebriated state.
It was my good again. After we had a little bit of a hot streak calling out bets on here, I told Moose, I was like, don't take Purdue. Like they're going to get run out pretty quick. I went ice cold, and the same thing. Like you want to talk about the good side. When you're with buddies and you're all on the same thing and that bad beat happens to you.
Oh, yeah.
We were all sitting in the basement having a great time. Memphis doesn't get that call to the timeout. And you could just feel all of the air get sucked out of the room. And we're all going, this is it. Like, we're all about to lose. So
we do have a red fast bracket, Kilbride. If you want to, I can get the login for that.
We don't need to address that, Moose.
Yeah.
We have one team left. In
I meant like the. Oh, do we? Damn, I meant like the community pool.
The one. Yeah. We'll look at that.
I mean, it's not a big deal.
A little bit next week.
Yeah. But if I know you guys are more the betting guys. I have a buddy who works for a TV like sports betting show, and apparently he did it last year. If you have the means for it, it seems like a fantastic thing to do. He put $100 on all the first round upsets and made just an absolute shit ton of money this year.
Yeah, just money line.
Apparently he profits like every year he does it. So
I think now, especially with the one and done rule, how unpredictable the seeds are and reliability, things like that. I had that thought, and then I went, we're not there yet. You got 2 kids, buddy. Like, you can't do that. So
yeah.
You know, once we're out of diapers, we might talk about it.
Yeah.
On to Valspar.
On to the Valspar, indeed. So we had a new winner, Taylor Moore, wins on the PGA Tour down at Copperhead. And yesterday he came back and he was at one point on the final round 18-1, which is just unheard of odds. So speaking of underdogs winning, this was kind of a glimpse at his final scorecard. 4 under through the last 10 holes, which on a very, very difficult Copperhead course. That is very, very good scoring. As you can see, there was only a few scores in the 60s out in the field, and he shot 67, best I believe of the day, tied with Eric Van Ruin and maybe 1 or 2 others. Adam Schenk, I don't know, had this to force a playoff after a crazy fairway shot. Got to respect him trying to, he didn't have cats on that. That's for sure.
No.
This was his tee shot.
I don't know, it was 188
that everyone was kind of talking about, and he was just, it's so much depression.
Yeah, that looks like a confident man.
Yeah, but you hate to see that on the 72nd hole of the tournament when all you need to do is get a par to force a playoff. And unfortunately, he was unable to do so. Some big names kind of towards the top of the leaderboard. Thought one was going to potentially poke through. Tommy Fleetwood, Jordan Spieth, Sam Burns, the back-to-back winner there, had a chance to go 3 in a row. However, he kind of slipped up on round 2, forfeiting his chance at a win. But handful of guys in the top 20 in the world, and thought one of them may poke at the top. But Taylor Moore and Adam Schenk, both top all of that crew. My betting last week, look at this. So I had bet
the new Stealth 2 Plus fairway woods from Taylor.
Ooh, the new Stealth.
And by the way, if you want to shank, is that actually how you pronounce it, or is that the meme?
Oh my god,
that poor man.
What was I gonna do? If you want to follow along on my betting, I've been doing golf betting. The one guy I was on heavy last week, for whatever reason, was Kramer Hickok. I bet him top 40, top 20, top 10 to win everything. Goes out, shoots 4 under, and was at tie T2 going into the weekend.
Solid.
Blows up, shoots 5 over 77.
No.
And then, I'm sorry, this is a par 71, I believe. 6 over. 2 over plus 8 on the weekend and gets T45. I don't even hit my top 40 bet, which would have paid out. So unfortunately, a little bit of a bad beat there. And then my other one that was a little bit of a bad beat, I did have Webb Simpson at plus 750 for top 5, and he comes in top 7. So on the verge of a nice week, but that's kind of gambling. You're not always going to hit him. So on to the next one. I don't know if I'm going to be. I'll probably just do individual matchups for the Dell match play. That's a little harder to predict because this you never know who's going to show up, right? So looking forward to what's after that. Valero, Texas Open, 3 weeks out from the Masters, by the way, boys. Alrighty. EA and MLB launch weeks, and then we also had a little bit of 2K stuff. Not much. I guess let's start with 2K. They did release and show that Payne's Valley is out. I don't know if you guys saw that or played it, and if it's any good. Let's see here. Go to their Twitter. New course alert. I mean, we have new courses every single day, thanks to your course designer, but I believe it's a par 3. If you did get a ranked play on this, and then you play the 19th hole as a tiebreaker, the 19th hole isn't there. Interesting.
Oh,
I bet you it's there. You just don't play it, is my guess. But I wonder if a tiebreaker you do play it, so that would be kind of cool. So,
I think some of the course designers were in the den talking about it and saying it was just impossible to get the coding or like the routing with how the game has it to be able to get it in there. But I think, like you're saying, it's going to visually be there,
right?
But it's just one of those limitations.
Yeah. Yeah, kudos to them. I mean, they're trying to fight an uphill battle, right? They don't have licensing on many courses, and that's going to be their biggest weakness against EA when EA drops, because they have all the majors. So doing their best with what they have, and hopefully we continue to get a little bit more, nuggets of information, improvements. I haven't heard anything about server updates on the issues and disconnects. I think that's still an outstanding problem. So hopefully we continue to get patches. It seems like they're obviously working on it much more than they have been in the past, as far as 21 and prior games, as far as maintenance. But I think a lot will hinge on what EA's release does and how successful it is. And it's going to be a really exciting few months in the golf community, regardless of what game you're playing.
I've got a scary take. I think 2K has to be very, very creative, or TGC needs to be very creative for Masters Week, because I think EA is going to be watching and hunting, and I have my take that in the middle of Masters Week, as they schedule out plats, I think the course gets taken down.
I wouldn't doubt that. I bet you they're going to have to play the, what was it, B101s, the one that he designed?
The 19 something. I don't even remember what it is. It's the official one that it was significantly different. It's not the one that Levasseur did last year. Like the one Levasseur did last year that was played on plat was a decent, every par was, I believe, the exact same, but there were definitely noticeable changes. The holes looked different, but the atmosphere and the vibe was very, very Lone Grove. Oh, it was Geyser. I'm sorry. Yes, Map Collector's right on it. Lone Grove. I've been told that the course designers are already have something in the works, and they're aware of that idea, and it's going to be something that is similar but different. But like I said, I think if it gets too close, I think EA is going to be very, very aggressive.
I don't blame them. I would put a ton of money into that if I were EA. It blows my mind that I saw Cockster, and not to call out individuals, but many people put it on YouTube, but specifically his I watched, right? So that's the one that's coming to my mind. But full on promoting I'm playing the Masters, calling out the Masters name and playing it and on the YouTube page, and I'm surprised that there aren't more issues with it, because in the past I think it was a little bit higher regulated in 19 and early in 21. So especially now, EA is gonna additionally help Augusta when it comes around this time of year. So But at the same time, we can all be playing EA. So 2K, like you said, is going to need to be very, very creative. And Brandon, very interesting about Webb Simpson. I hope his caddy didn't cost him a stroke or two, and also me a nice chunk of change. But that's I'm secondarily, of course, hopping on with Cam Young, who is a very hot golfer.
Yeah, I know you're not.
Here's a look at the brands associated with EA, which is quite an impressive list, I must say. I think the only one that I'm not seeing here that comes to mind is Malbon, which is kind of, I didn't really even know about Malbon up until a year or two ago. They just kind of started to, infiltrate my social media pages via 2K, I think. But I mean, all the big names I see here, unless I'm blanking on one. But this is an impressive brand list. So to kind of go with their licensing thing, if they're trying to scoop up all the licenses to everything, I think that's going to attract quite a few people of the general population. It's EA's success is going to really hinge on, do they have a decent gameplay? Because I think they're doing all the right things otherwise thus far from what we're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, tomorrow we're going to get a glimpse into the career mode, which should be pretty cool, because that is a big thing that is missing from 2K right now. We don't have a good, elaborate career mode. Yes, it's there, but no one really plays it, at least the people
outside
that are probably watching this.
Yeah.
What was that?
Outside of the first couple weeks.
The first couple weeks.
Kind of power level here.
Rightfully so, too, because like you're not competing for the majors, right? In like some of the courses, it just doesn't feel right. Like, what is it? East Lake and Quail Hollow, like it's nearly unplayable at like the firm or fast conditions. I'm sure you can tweak, but with the customized conditions that EA is supposedly bringing to each course, circling back to how is it going to play, it should make for a much more interesting career mode, you would think. And one of the things that I would really love to see, which 2K doesn't have, is the turn order option and you to be in a pairing with someone. You know what I mean? So it actually slows down and you can kind of, or something along that lines where you can kind of compete against someone. So look for that tomorrow on the EA YouTube page.
They posted their schedule of events like MLB did, and I thought that, again, I thought that was kind of cool where you're sitting there looking at, oh, okay, like this is going to happen tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I've got this to look at, so.
Yeah, I mean, look at these pictures right there. I mean, that is just a beautiful view of St. Andrews these are obviously just screenshots, of course, right? But, still, it's the collection of courses and the high next-gen graphics, is the 30 frames going to cost them? So many outstanding questions, but...
That's what Moose doesn't have his dumb fucking question of the week, but let me tweak it. So if everyone is worried about the 30 frames per second and they keep posting these unreal screenshots, are the screenshots in 30 FPS, or are we getting like the fast food restaurant commercial of
it has to be.
It's been so doctored up that we're getting something that is never going to happen.
Like when the 2K, NBA 2K and NHL trailers release, and they look unreal,
at this
but it's not actual gameplay. It's like it's all just cinematic camera stuff you'll never actually see in a game.
And again, you just named EA's trademark of look at this amazing trailer, and then you're showing the gameplay, and it's like that doesn't look anything like it. So I feel like we've answered the dumb fucking question.
Yeah,
so
we're probably
good
beating
job.
a dead horse, but at least that we're getting new nuggets each week. And then Bear, you had sent something, and maybe I can pull it up here. As far as
the achievements, the achievements have leaked.
Bring that up.
Are you guys like achievement whores? Do you like?
Yes,
go
I used to be. I'm not anymore.
I'm not doing it for 2K because I think one of them is like miss a 5-foot putt short, even though that's on brand. I feel like I should have that achievement
day one.
Yeah, but looking at these, it's again at the end of the day, it's a golf game, so it makes it difficult. But when they released what they have, it's win the FedEx Cup, win the Masters, win the majors. And then what I thought was interesting is they do have online play that's down there. So when you get to the bottom, it says complete an online tournament, online head-to-head win. So
Tournament.
So as we were talking, trying to figure out what's going on, you can figure out that, okay, they are planning to have online head-to-head.
Mm-hmm.
Now we got to figure out what it looks like.
Right. Yeah, so between online tournaments, which would be very reminiscent of societies, and online head-to-head, very reminiscent of online ranked, those could, if they somehow are able to match the gameplay modes, which doesn't seem that crazy of an ask for online gaming in this day of age, right? I mean, we essentially had that 10 years ago or 8 years ago with Rory McIlroy. It only seems logical that EA potentially is going to have a better online platform as well. And once again, hinging on the fact, does the gameplay feel well and such. So anyways, the other game, more pressing news would be MLB launch week. I know you guys have been getting hyped up for the card. Like there's been those World Baseball Classic 99s. Those are this upcoming game, or is it the past game?
Upcoming.
This game.
Upcoming. So a lot of different cards out there. And I don't know if there's anything in particular that you're most excited about. Is it just kind of getting the feel of the new fresh environment, the whole shebang of a new MLB? Or
I'm very excited for the new game.
Mm-hmm.
My initial reaction, I'm not crazy about all the changes they're making to Diamond Dynasty when it comes to the card sets, because I'm just a grumpy old man and I don't like change. And I was just figuring out.
Man of the Red Fast Review. Mark it down, folks.
Yeah, I've said it before. I was just I just thought I figured out like how collections and stuff work perfectly in the last couple MLBs. Now they're going to change again, and I'll like it eventually, but like I'm going to be so overwhelmed and not know what to do at first, like most other people are. I like it, don't get me wrong, but like that's just my initial reaction because I don't like change.
Moosey, let me put your mind to rest, because I have a content creator for you that's going to put your mind at ease. It's me. Again, do I know anything about it? No, but we're going to dive in and be able to experiment. Again, if there's a card that you can't use, the idea that they have behind it is there's going to be a card of equal or better value. I don't know if value, stats, whatever. That's going to be able to help you. So again, I know you're going to be upset that Xander Bogaerts doesn't have a Boston jersey on.
Only a little bit.
It's okay. Remember, Daddy Bear is here for you, and I will be able to help you and anybody else in this journey as we go through. And I think something that was cool that you didn't even realize you threw the softball up there. When you said, think of the household names going through the 90s, they've added Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa to this game. So some of those household names, they always do these legend reveals once they get the rights, and they dove in and they've gotten some pretty big names for this one.
Yeah, no, that'll be exciting.
So let me be the second grumpy old man and ask a different question to you guys. So because I would like to take part of these different game modes and get excited for it, and I get jealous of how excited you guys are for this game. What makes MLB in the card collection different from NHL and HUT? Like what kind of separates it to that next level where you're still excited? Because I think both of you guys did the Hockey Ultimate Team at different points, right? Because I used to be a big Hockey Ultimate Team guy, but then I was like, I'm getting drained from this. Like, how is MLB keeping it fresh and doing a significantly better job than NHL?
Kilbride. I'm going to point you to a content creator.
Okay.
That's going to help you. Here's what makes it exciting. When the new NHL, they drop their Halloween pack.
Yeah.
And they've got that 93 Dustin Bufflin. Not that I'm reliving memories or anything.
Yeah.
I miss that
The
guy.
only way you can get that brand new big dick card is with a credit card or pack luck.
Okay.
And everyone knows packs are difficult. When they drop a brand new card in MLB, you can always get it through gameplay. There's
okay.
one exception. And that's usually headliners, or they have one specific pack usually that usually can only be obtained through the credit card swipe.
Okay.
But when you're talking about they're going to drop 10 new cards, there's only one you can't get without the credit card, then it makes it worth it that they're going to add 9 different levels of content for you to get those cards. So what I've been thinking and saying is, when we talk about, we just went through EA and PGA, and it was, hey, what we're going to do is we're going to look at Paynes Valley. I'm going to play 4 rounds and that content's done.
Yep.
With MLB, there's a journey to get the card, and then there's the journey after you get the card. And oh, by the way, there's 8 more after that. Gotcha. So talking about what's available for people to get invested in, MLB is a great game to lurk, where if I'm doing something on one stream, I'd have pleated up on the other, and we'd be talking or chatting about, oh, this moment took me 2 times. Oh, it took me 100. And it just creates even a stronger community. And, oh, what did you shoot on plat this week?
Right.
Where you're taking that away. Everyone has the availability.
Discuss and play through with the cards. And I get that with the whole cards, but just the aspect and the gameplay that's surrounding it as opposed to the other card series. Because Madden Ultimate Team was the same thing. Like, I could never even get into it. I'm like, I don't know. I'm not interested in playing for that specifically, but or gambling on packs just for that, so that's fair.
And that's the great thing too, is like these cards, like you're gonna progress towards unlocking them or earning them through online or offline play. So like I know Bear did a lot more of an offline grind than myself or Ginger completed last year.
And I still completed the biggest collection.
Exactly, yeah.
Doing almost all offline.
That was the
moment.
If you're not a great MLB player and you're not trying to play on like the highest tier competitively, which I don't think most of us are, I'd hazard to say Ginger's the best online player.
Agree.
You're going to be able to unlock those cards through like doing conquest games on difficulties that you choose and stuff like that. So as someone who used to pour a lot of money as a college student into NHL packs to try to be decent, and then I would just get upset because online gameplay was so cheesy. Like it's nice I'm gonna try to not spend money this year. The only way I'm gonna spend money is if I get donations telling me to buy packs. So
love that.
Yeah, just in case anyone wants to watch people rip packs.
And I will. Here's my self promo for it. Moose, you can bully him into buying packs. Pleated, you could bully him into buying packs. You come to the den, we're going to be running absolutely no money spent. So when people say, I never want to put a penny into this, I'm going to give you the template. I'm going to give you the strategy to go into it. It's going to be like I've said it for weeks now. I'm very excited because I've dealt with 2 years of only golf content that is based strictly on here's your course. And then it was, all right, now how do I come up with something else? Yeah. So again, I hope I can convince a few people just to drop in for a little bit, because again, if you have Xbox Game Pass, it's free. So you could take the same journey, same path.
Okay. So maybe I will visit it, but Maybe I'll try some offline stuff. Who knows? But anyway,
SDS, I'm selling this well.
Yeah,
by the way.
Yeah. Good salesman right there. How about a little golf talk? Because that's what we primarily do. Glad Moose left for this because he doesn't know anything about it. So, Oobs' match play. We'll start there as far as the competitive.
We're starting
golf goes.
There. Son of a bitch. All right.
Yeah. Bo taking down Koa, and then Scotty Walnuts taking him out, advancing to the quarterfinals. Coming out of, is there a name for the bracket? No. But
we'll call that the Northern British. We'll move on.
This is the Wales bracket.
Yes.
Rio winning 5-4 over DR Golf Design out of the England bracket. We have Fine Wine winning 4-3 over Rundown, coming out of the Northern Ireland bracket. And then out of the Scotland bracket, we have Materializations coming in here. Jeffrey Bezos himself, one up over Pat Strife after taking out none other than...
It went to extra holes. That went to extra holes.
Oh, it did? No way.
Yeah, Rundown's on my shit list for that one, by the way. So I'm in the middle of at rounds, and Rundown comes in, and he's like, Pat's up 3 on Lindsay. It's down 2. Oh. They're going to extra holes, and I'm sitting there going, son of a bitch, Rundown. I'm going to have to teach you a lesson. So, ladies and gentlemen, Rundown hit us with a beautiful raid today. Anytime you go into his chat, this is a 1-week thing. He's got a 1-week punishment. I need you to tell him one other streamer that's alive and what they're doing. Okay? That is his punishment. My ruling is stiff and firm.
It would be
with
even
pills.
better if your boy Stiff is somehow live. Double Stiff.
I was just so again, because it's all in good fun, I ended up raiding him after the stream was done, and I raided into him, and I go, Seamon's playing Rock Band. And he immediately was like, I know, Bear. Like,
B-Mel's over on the other side here, so I guess across the pond, we'll call this the New England region here. Marcus Hutcho versus B-Mel's playing tomorrow night, 4 p.m. Eastern time on Tuesday, so we'll have a little action there. Round 16, Coxter versus Map Collector. Map Collector advancing 4-3 versus one of the hottest golfers out there, Mr. Coxter. Congrats, Map, getting to the quarterfinals. We'll call that the Midwest bracket. Out in the Southwest Pacific area, Spice takes out Wayne T 4-2, advancing to the quarterfinals. And then finally we have live
updates, folks.
This Linkster wins 6-5. Have you ever seen a live update like that before?
I don't know.
Yeah, but anyways,
and still one of the best things, like the Map Coxter one. Again, I love Rundown. It's all in good fun. Rundown is live on his own channel, and he goes, "Oh, Map's up 3 on Coxter." Like, again, it's pure natural. Like it was his pure excitement over what was going on.
Yeah.
So again, the man just loves the golf content. Oh yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. TGC Tours. Let's take a quick peek. From the past week, the old Platinum Tour. Let's see who wins. It looks like Paulutina Copperhead Championship. Wavenden National winning by 2 over Hippie Stein. Scott Fulton shooting 60 under. Marcus Hutcho, damn, stay hot. That's who I lost to in the Uber match play. That makes me feel a lot better seeing him near the top of the Platinum, even though I blew a 2-up lead with 3 to play. Don't want to remind myself of that, but here we are. Lindsey Collins T3 as well.
He was exhausted from our match, so that's why.
Yeah.
You could see that's why round 3 was a 61. You had to get that focus back after dealing with all my crashes.
Putty up there in Fix, he's made a big jump over these last couple. Is it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, Cat. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, man, he was in. Yeah, I was like, man, he was in Elite like a month ago.
Yeah, no, I think he's in like CCA. He has made a big jump in the past few months. I think it's all trending downwards, unfortunately.
Yeah, I kind of pay attention.
Rio in the top 10 as well. Eric Lofstrom, Bees Coxter, as well as look at all these: Witness, Jules, Pierce, Sally, all T9. Very nicely done there. Over on the Elite Tour. Oh yeah, well, we didn't check on our plat correspondent. I apologize.
I don't know.
Oh, that's not that bad. 40 under. No demos this way, so you're still sitting at 0. You erased them last week, right? So you're just clean slate right now. So nothing wrong with that.
Clean slate, and I'm excited for this week. Yeah. I'm excited for this week, and then what I'll tell you is watching Platt this week. It's gonna be entertaining because they finally set up a course to score.
Ooh,
and even as round 4 is very close to nightmare conditions. We'll get to that later, what you can do there.
Okay. Fair enough. Excited to watch that on Friday, right? The birthday stream. We'll get
that's right
on it, right? But
so
you'll have rounds 3 and 4 then, right?
No, I did them all because
okay.
The swing felt good. Felt good.
Got it. Okay. We had Brandon Boer, aka Cadillac, winning on Elite Tour. I missed the cut again. Did I get demos? Probably at 12 under. Nope, actually avoided them. Did I? What did I do? A couple bogeys, nothing great. Not quite feeling it at the moment, but we're gonna keep trying, grinding away. Maybe we'll sneak in a cut one of these weeks, and hopefully we're not trending downwards.
Hey, same as Hemo. You had the same score as Hemo.
12 under.
Yep.
Let's see here. Kinetic Tour, Ali Nicklin, lemon curd on toast. Interesting. Gets the win over Joseph Baker on a tie break. Congrats to
Write
Ali.
that name down.
And then we had over on the True Simulation circuit, Colby getting another win. Somebody's got to stop this man. Over on PGA National, a few weeks after the Honda Classic, we did have, this is, I believe, a was it Dave Woods recreation?
Dave Thomas.
Simpson. Damn, Rod Simpson recreation.
Rod Stewart.
Yeah. Winning by 6 strokes over on the Bear Trap. And very nicely done by Colby over there on the True Simulation situation. Other notables across, let's see. Oh, we didn't have them written down. That's okay.
No. No.
Okay.
Again, if you did well on CC, I'm sorry. That's on me.
Priorities.
There you go.
Let's look at some of the crazy clips from the week. We'll save that. We'll go to about 8 p.m. We'll start there.
And I'm interested as to what little switch up.
A little partial pitch.
That was a pitch.
Oh wow, that turns.
Oh my goodness.
Way to go, holding it out on this one.
I just went full face cam when you said backdoor.
Yeah,
so
What a shot.
You're ready. All right, and then we don't have too many clips this week. We also have 2 from Tomb. And we have is that a full link? Love that. This is okay, so they're playing a 2-on-2. Tomb and Mike Bonacore.
You might need to mute it.
What a shot!
They're playing Iron Maiden.
Okay. Yep.
Sorry. I only know because I'm enjoying Run to the Hills.
And what does Tomb do to try to match that excellent shot?
Funny story about Run to the Hills. That used to be my ex-girlfriend's ringtone.
I remember when people actually had ringtones? That was a fun time.
Moose, were you old enough for that?
Girlfriend's ringtone.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about that.
Get in the hole.
Thank you.
Albie, baby, Albie.
Nice little Albie there from Tomb and some match play. Love to see it. And then we have one more from Tomb. Do we have a over under? Oh no!
Oh wow, second hole, and he was only +1, so he didn't even skip it.
Yeah, just
I
felt like
think
playing
he
through.
knows. I think he knows the game we're playing.
Yeah.
He wanted to get us. Oh,
Goodness.
Nicely done too.
Take some
And then I have
over there.
one more clip before a little montage here. This one, and I haven't watched this. I've seen and been tagged into this video at least 3 times, and I am very much looking forward to seeing what happens here.
I'm excited.
What has he just done? Is he just hole in one me? Is that what's just happened? Fucking kidding me.
Is he gonna do what I think he's gonna do?
I hope he
think
does.
so. I think it's gonna lip out.
Oh, look at that swing plane.
Oh, that was hot.
Come on.
No.
Oh,
Seen anything like it in your life?
this guy's an animal.
Go back. Can we go back to the begin? Oh, can we go back to the beginning? Okay. So the guy did hit the shot.
Yeah, he hit the ace.
Fucking love G.
Is oh, I've never seen anything like it in your life.
The shirt
I do have
matching still just gets me.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Map. What do you mean no 5-pack for that though? You're telling me the man matched an ace?
Map said that before. That was for an old clip.
I love.
Oh, okay.
I love at the very end, if you subtly notice, he's asking, "Have you seen anything like it in your life?" And then he turns away, and, like he's talking to somebody. No, you haven't.
No.
The gallery sitting in off camera to his left.
Oh man, yeah, exactly. He knows what he's doing. He's
Yeah.
not his first rodeo. All right, I'm gonna do a little switcheroo here. We're gonna go to the next tab because this video will apply to the full stroke off sesh of the week as we go to the content creator of the week, the CIA.
I didn't approve this. So I don't know what to say.
How did you get this music?
It's a montage, Moose. And so I had to speed up the clips and slow down the song.
Oh, I was so confused.
Not that many new people in here. Bear, it's your 24-hour stream week. Big week, MLB launch week. Things are going well. I was like, you know what? Let's do that. That seems fun. We're going all in on 24 hours of Bear this week.
Yeah.
Montage. So here you go.
Back 9, round 3.
This is back 9, round 4.
Round 4, I'm sorry. Yep. That would make sense. 4,600 would be a hell of a spot to be at round 3.
I think Spice got there. This one was almost the eruption.
Come back. Oh. Wow.
So, would you pause the video?
Sorry.
Quick. So, after I hit that shot, right there, eagle, I cut some of the audio out for very specific reasons.
Mm-hmm.
But that was 3 eagles in 4 holes. And that was the first time I said, what else does daddy need to do for you? Looking in. And so I felt, it felt really dirty. I bullied, one of the people in the chat to decide to, throw a gift sub in there. So we cut out the stop coming part. And then here's your next shot after that. No fast forward on that, by the way.
Oh.
Oh
my God. Look at that thing.
Just having a good time out there. Or just having some fun.
My God. Absolutely fuego.
We did get to 100 subs on YouTube, so thank you everyone for that.
I'd love to see it. Click on that YouTube link down there, as well as the CIA Bear channel if you somehow are in here and don't already follow both. Ooh, look at this.
I wanted that one to kick up.
Oh.
So bad.
Like if you had another eagle opportunity, I mean, you kind of did, but that chip's so hard.
It was there. It was there. So, and then of course we cut out 18 because we bogeyed. So, because again, we just very fast tempo. We were cloud 9 minus 12 through 8 on the back 9, very firm, very fast. And it was just, it was so much fun to sit there. Oh yeah.
Because I also what the actual environment is of the channel. Try this out for size.
Oh, am I gonna have to throw the shoe at the wall?
Listen. It's a noise every time.
So since we're in full stroke off mode, I'll oblige another story. So after we hit the ace on Platt, I was like, "Oh my God, I gotta throw the chew at the wall." I literally just put it in, and there was a good debate I had in my head, and I wasn't gonna bait chat into if there was something. So it remained within the mouth. You can clip that too.
And then if you wanted a little bit more, I pulled one more clip. Actually, no, there's going to be 2 more because I there's one that's coming to mind, and I know it's at the top of the list.
Ridge.
So
I really want to play that back ridge here.
Here's the moment.
Let's have a little fun.
Yeah, let's have a little fun.
This is when 2K was retweeting all of those people.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was...
Yeah, that's going to work for you. I'm liking that.
Yep. Fuck off, John.
4-foot putt.
John likes it.
Fuck off.
Our stream came back, and then you were silent for about a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were sitting there going, okay.
We're good now?
All right.
Yeah, we're
now
back.
We're live. We're good. All right. Refresh.
So that was fun. Let's go to Red Fast Review Society. Just quickly glance over. We actually had a good turnout this past week. Higher than the previous few. We were dipping below 100 for a little while there, but we played Map Collector's new course, Eagle Point River Club. Episode 102, McLovin Red Sox absolutely dominating out of CCH 29 under. not going to be questioning the sandbaggery there, but nevertheless, heck of a job.
First off, I'm going to defend that. McLovin was the person who gifted the sub during that run, so he holds a special place in the heart. I also believe he's played almost 1,000 online matchmaking games.
Damn.
Maybe he's a 3-clicker, but doesn't do well on swing stick and plays in CCH. Could be the same as Turd, potentially.
He's swing stick.
Oh,
He just full screen. He hangs out in the den. Hang out in the den, and you'll learn a thing or two. So
fair enough. Interesting. I'm not familiar with his work. 110 participants. Thank you all for participating. As we kind of have adjusted here, we're not going to run through the full list. Didn't have a chance to tweet out the leaderboard, but I will post the link right here in the chat if you guys care to take a gander. See where you guys fell. This week, we're
Gander Mountain.
Burley Guy's new course, The Gateway. It's kind of got these cool arches, vibes of like kind of an Arizona vibe. However, there's tons of OB, or not OB, but like these big valleys that you're going to want to take some drops out of. But it's a short course. It's just there's tons and tons of eagles out there. There's tons of bogeys if you mishit your shot, though. So good and bad, pros and cons. We'll see how it does, and hopefully you guys enjoy that. Alrighty, with that being said, it is time for trivia. Let's see if my buttons work here. Should go to our trivia commercial.
Oh yeah.
And 3, 2, 1. From the man who brought you Trivia Night of Fun and Wonder.
And I know there's people salty in the crowd. They can suck it.
Happy birthday.
Now a top taproom manager in Sonoma County who brings trivia back
But seriously,
to
that
Old
Instagram commercial
Kaz
is like a porno
Beer.
shoot.
Voted the best brewery and home of the best canned beer in Sonoma County. Now, the Red Fast Review All-Star Team.
Show me potato salad.
Is it papaya? Is that a fruit?
I think that's a fruit.
Lead Zeppelin.
What the animal does that resemble?
A crocodile? Quite frankly, we do the best we can to not make complete fools of ourselves. But you better believe we're always going to have a good time. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Okay, that still makes me laugh.
So good. So good.
Alrighty. It is time for a little trivia situation. Let's take a look at what we have from this past week. Rob, unfortunately, was unable to join us, but it is his birthday today. He apparently is a part of Birthday Week +1 as we start Birthday Week today and conclude on mine 8 days
Was
from
it his
now.
birthday? I kind of read that as his anniversary at the brewery. Okay.
It's his birthday.
I'm pretty sure it said happy birthday, Rob.
Yes, Moose, you're the only loser on this podcast without a birthday in March.
Dude,
so
yeah,
and we're all late March.
Winter birthdays are so much better.
You can tell yourself whatever you want.
This time of the year isn't bad, but
alrighty. Let's see what we got to work with here. I think there's a leaderboard. I clicked into see one slide to make sure I had access, and previously, let's see. Dunder Mifflin B team. Are we on here by any chance?
No shot. No.
Yeah, no. Kazers, I hardly know her. This isn't the greatest trivia name ever. This is just a tribute. Okay. We don't even have a.
We gotta be close.
Do we have?
I feel like we need to continue the tradition. No, screw that. No brand awareness. There was always one team that could be counted on at Rob's Trivia Night of Fun and Wonder, and that was the Tripods.
Okay.
Was it the Tripods and Moose? Is that what it was called?
We'd have to. Oh, there's not going to be any clips. I don't know. I can't recall.
Oh no, but we always had the team name the Tripods. So
fair enough. Okay, let's see. He said Each round is on a separate paper. Okay, he gave answers, but it's on a each round is on a separate sheet of paper. So we'll have to go round by round if we need, unless we just know it, type of thing.
Gotcha.
All right. Warm up round, round 1.
Okay.
Let's let it rip. Moose here, circling back. I guess I'll back up a slide. You're the reader. I'm the scorer. There's the final answer guy, right?
Yep.
Boom.
Sounds good. All right. What is the official currency of Ireland?
Pretty sure it's just the euro.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Euro final.
Okay. He said full round, so I'm a little scared to look. Should
All
I
right.
look?
So I will write down
myself.
I will write down our answers.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Elections that take place. Or, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Moose.
Nope. Get fucked, Moose.
Nope. Go Kilbride. No.
Elections that take place halfway through the presidency are known as what? I believe those are midterms, no?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It is round 1, so
Midterms.
these should be softballs.
Midterms final.
Okay.
What's the color of the jersey awarded to the leader of the Tour de France at each stage? I
Yellow.
have no idea.
It's yellow,
that
Moose. Really?
Come on, Moose.
I thought yellow was
Really?
the winner because that's the one I always see. Why
The
would
leader.
they give that one? I don't know.
Fuck, I cut him off. That's on me. I cut him off. I should have just let him explain himself.
No, I was just gonna say I didn't think I'd see the winner of each stage, just the whole thing.
The yellow, I always see the yellow on the winner. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't get it. Yes, the leader. Okay. Yellow final. Next.
Our solar system is located in which galaxy?
Are you a snack guy,
That would
Moose?
be
I was going to say
the
it's
Milky Way.
it's a very, very underrated candy
Oh,
bar.
Brad, I got your favorite
Ooh,
extra
toast, family size too. Man after my heart, right there.
I'm like halfway through it.
I honestly thought you were pulling out Reese's peanut butter cups.
Those are my favorite. Those are my
the other way with it.
All right.
Which popular cereal brand has variations that include churros, rolls, and apple pie?
I was thinking, Cheerios?
Cheerios has a lot of different variations, so that wouldn't surprise me. What does it mean by... So, like, they make churros, rolls, and apple pie?
No, that's the
Is that what it's
flavor.
saying?
It'd
Okay.
be like
What the hell's
flavor?
Honey Nut Cheerio. It'd be like Honey
hell's
Nut
a
would be in here for like Honey Nut
Yeah.
Cheerios.
rolls? Like,
Because my
bread?
initial thought was Apple Jacks, but then apple pie's
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. I'm good. No, not Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I don't love
Mm.
Cheerios, but I don't have a better guess.
I'm not. Moose kind of.
Yeah, like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I know they have a couple different flavors of that.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
And churro would
because it
make
be
sense.
like
there, wouldn't it?
cinnamon rolls, which would make sense.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to figure out what rolls. Like, it can't just be bread.
Yeah, I like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I'm gonna lock in Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
According to Variety, what was the most streamed TV show of 2022? I feel like The Bachelor is always probably up there, right? One of those shows. I hope not.
I'm not.
No, 'cause
I'm
that's
not locking that in.
Streamed.
Oh,
So I've got two answers off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
So say your answers, and we'll see if we match up.
I don't.
Give me a minute.
Are you serious, Moose? You talk about the show.
I'm trying to think of big shows over the last year, other than Ted Lasso.
That would be one. Hello.
Yeah, but it started in 2020.
Yeah.
So
but
people don't watch old shows, Moose?
I don't really.
Was there not a new season in 2022?
I don't remember.
It could be something.
I know the
but,
final
like,
one.
You're correct though, but at the same time, it could be something as simple as like The Office. even though it wasn't recent.
God
you know
damn
what I
it! Why did you say the two shows that? Those are the two off the top of my head.
Didn't they take that off of Netflix in the last year?
And it's on Peacock now.
Oh, okay.
It's on the cock.
The cock,
as Pat McAfee would say.
I'm trying to think of like new stuff though that came in 2022.
What's the White Lotus?
Yeah, I can't imagine that's more like a Outer Banks or something like that. But even still, I feel like The Office is a better answer. And that's
you like
know your host.
Do you like
right?
The Office? The Office over Ted Lasso?
I do, yeah.
I'm good with whatever.
All right. I'll die answering The Office.
I mean, it was the bonus
final.
Question, so it's not like we missed out on
the sheet of paper. Okay, good. Oh, okay. Sorry, they are all in one, so I did see all the answers at once. So let's circle back. Official currency of Ireland, euro, is correct.
Got it.
Halfway point, midterms.
Got it.
A jersey is yellow. Milky Way, nailed cinnamon toast crunch, nicely done. And then Stranger Things.
That's like one of my favorites.
That's what I was like. It felt like it had to have a new season to be up there. I'm curious where The Office kind of fell.
It did have a new season.
McLovin got it.
Yeah, McLovin said it too.
Good work, boys. So that's 500. Not bad. Would have been nice to get the bonus.
How did I not remember Stranger Things?
All right, so this is picture round, so we do emote only for this, just so we don't get tempted. But let's
be related.
Take a look at the visual clues. Have you seen this band? I am not good at this.
Nameless logos. Nameless logos. We're good.
Logos.
We're good with logos.
Yeah, but still,
we're good with that.
But it's
Linkin Park. Linkin Park. Guns N' Roses.
Weezer. Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yep.
Something.
Maroon
Kiss.
5.
Yep.
5 is Maroon 5?
Yes.
I've never seen their logo.
Do you see how the M goes down and makes a V?
Yeah, but
6 is Queen.
Rolling Stones.
7's Rolling Stones. 8 is Sublime.
I was gonna say definitely seen it.
9 is Wu-Tang.
Yep.
Fuck 10. I don't know 10. So it's got to be a band I don't listen to. What about U2?
I have no clue.
I mean, it looks like and probably trying to figure out.
I swear to God,
looks like.
It's going to be a California-based band that we have no idea. It's going to be like Jane's Addiction.
If you want to go with that, that's fine. I have nothing.
I have nothing. Moose, do you have anything?
Not a chance. I was like Kilbride. I was trying to think of what the logo might represent.
I don't know. I'm going Jane's Addiction, and I'm locking in. That could have been the fastest 9 logo answers you've ever seen on this channel, folks.
Real quick, once again.
Again, I guarantee those 9. It's Linkin Park, Guns N' Roses, Weezer, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Maroon 5, Queen, Rolling Stones, Sublime,
Wu-Tang. Yeah. Okay.
Wu-Tang, and then 10 is Jane's Addiction. So that's Chester. That's going to be Axel. That's going to be Buddy Holly. It's not Buddy Holly. I don't know the name of Weezer's lead man. Of course, he put Flea. He actually has clothes on. That's Adam Levine.
Yeah.
Freddie. Yeah, if you don't have Freddie, they're Mick Jagger. Again, the tattoo of Sublime on the back kind of gives it away. Is that the old dirty bastard? Oh, it's the RZA. Okay. All right, 10. Dave Matthews Band. Get out of here. Get out of here with Dave Matthews Band. That is not a Dave Matthews Band logo, Rob. Okay?
You didn't even put the answer for Dave Matthews Band, but fair enough.
I was going to say, so we got 9. We've missed both bonus questions, kind of hurting us. Are we okay to take a quick... Yeah, I'll hold it.
Yeah, go for it. Take a piss.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be quick. I'm going in the utility sink. You guys got this, I believe. Make sure, Moose, you're in charge of writing down the answers now.
Okay.
Alrighty, Moose.
Reminder, points are worth 200 this round. As always, the bonus question.
Oh, so what? It's 100 for the picture round still?
Yes.
Okay. That's where I got confused always. Okay.
All right. Loch Ness, the narrow freshwater lake where the Loch Ness Monster is said to inhabit, is in which country? I want to say Ireland.
I was going to say that as well. Let's post that as a tentative final. We'll confer with Bear and just move forward until he's back.
I like
How's that sound? Okay.
Which Chinese mythical creature do people believe bring good luck, prosperity, and fortune?
Ooh.
Is it
a dragon?
Yeah, that would make sense because the New Year's stuff is when they do like the red envelopes in the dragon dance.
Yeah. So
I like that.
Tentative?
Mm-hmm. Rumored to roam the forests of New Jersey, what's the name of the creature locals call a goat-headed and winged monster with a forked tail? I have a lot of friends from New Jersey, and I doubt I've ever heard of this being.
Is this... Oh, let's circle back. Hold on. So, Bear, we gave 2 answers. Moose, don't even tell him the answer that we gave. Let's see if we agree, though.
Which country? Scotland?
Ooh.
We said Ireland. It was the first one. I feel like Scotland's a contender, though. It's one of those. It's definitely one of those countries.
Is it Scotland? I'm not sure. How confident do you guys feel in either one of your answers?
I've heard the answer a couple times, but not in a couple years. So I'm fairly confident it's one of those. I just don't know which one.
Bear,
Thank you for your input.
So you have no lean. Do you have a lean? I mean, obviously you said Scotland.
That's my initial thought. And then unless Rob is getting into this new thing where his first question was Ireland, the currency, and then he's backing it up, and he hasn't told us.
That's a very Rob move. It wouldn't shock me. I like that you remembered that.
Again, I'm always on my game. If we're going Ireland, I'm fine with it.
I like Ireland more now.
All right, Ireland final. Then I can yell at you guys. So,
all right, and then this one: which Chinese mythical creature do people believe bring good luck, prosperity, and fortune?
Mythical dragon.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Okay.
And then we were here and we did not give an answer yet.
Yeah.
Rob would make a Dragon D's nuts joke, so.
Of New Jersey. What's the name of the creature locals call a goat-headed and winged monster with a forked tail?
Goat-headed.
I'm thinking like Pegasus or something like that. Isn't there like something that's like a horse with wings or something? But it's not goat-headed.
That is a Pegasus.
No, but that doesn't. Pegasus is just full horse with wings.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you said goat-headed winged
outside of the New Jersey and forest thing, if you just give me that description, I think some kind of like demon.
Is that chupacabra?
I don't know.
I thought that was more of like a Spanish thing.
Wings?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
And that's what the wings. I don't know. What do we have?
I mean, Pegasus is what I would have said, but if it's definitely not that, feel free to go with anything because I don't have an answer.
All right, I'll go chupacabra final.
Let's do it. Okay.
Which red-eyed, winged mythological creature is said to haunt Point Pleasant, West Virginia, having been the inspiration for a Richard Gere film?
Mythological creature.
Pretty Woman. Oh, I'm getting nothing on that? Okay, I'll go fuck myself. I
thought it was a joke.
I was happy with that one, okay?
I smirked because I don't know if I understand the reference.
I was happy with that one.
Was that a music reference by any chance?
No, it's a film.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, see, I don't know. I don't do movies.
Moose, Pretty Woman stars Richard Gere and who?
Marilyn Monroe?
Nailed it. You got it, buddy. Good job.
All right. Oh. I hate you. I was like, oh. I have no.
I got nothing.
No,
it's like the last
haven't been the inspiration for a Richard Gere film. I don't know.
Succubus. I'm going Succubus final.
Okay, fine.
No, I'm putting Succubus final.
All right.
And question 5. Believed to inhabit Latin America, which legendary reptilian canine monster is genuinely attributed with decimating goat herds in a single night? This one might be the Chupacabra.
Yeah. I think this is Chupacabra.
Okay, so we're a little early on the Chupacabra. We'll double down on it, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And the bonus question: across the United States, Native American cultures believe which powerful creature that lives in the skies can control the climate with their enormous wingspan, as well as heal the sick and wounded?
Oh, that would be a phoenix? That's
don't
like in the
hate
Harry
that.
Potter movies because they heal them. Remember?
Yeah, I don't hate that.
Or obviously the books too. But...
I'm good with Phoenix final.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about like a giant and enormous wingspan though, so it could be, but I don't know. That's fine. We'll go with that. All right,
I'm good with it. I honestly felt like that one could have been Pegasus, but
so let's back to here.
Please, we need to get this one right.
This
here.
is Scotland.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
0 for 1. This is going to be dragons, so we get 1.
Okay.
This, I feel foolish now, is now called the New Jersey Devil.
Oh.
Didn't know that was an actual thing, though, so I can't...
No, I didn't either. I was always trying to figure out why they were named the Devils.
Yeah.
This
one...
That would explain the logo.
Yeah.
Is in West Virginia, Point Pleasant, the Mothman? Never heard of that.
Oh, I've heard of that.
I might have to do that quick Google.
There's a there's like a Netflix show on that thing. Looks really weird.
Oh, that wasn't it. Oh no, you're not seeing the answers.
Just look up. Just look up Mothman.
There was only round 1 that popped up on screen, so don't worry.
Okay.
Just look up Mothman.
All right, we got Chupacabra. I'm confident in that.
Mothman, interesting.
Yeah, it's freaky.
Okay. Oh, you're not seeing that again. Doesn't matter. Chupacabra we got, and then this last one is called Thunderbirds. Also didn't know, so we did not do well that round. 200 points apiece. We got 2 right, so 400 points for us. Yikes!
Not looking good.
Nope. No. All right, music round. We will skip it over.
Oh, it's another movie one. Punishment round. 250 points apiece.
Okay.
All right, so clearly mythical creatures was not our strong suit, so hopefully we'll a little bit better here.
No.
Who's the only director to have Oscar nominations in each of the past 6 decades?
Or
give me
or Spielberg, maybe.
That's what I was going to go. Spielberg.
Spielberg, I think, has been around a little bit longer because, like, he would have had it in like Indiana Jones, which would have been in like the 70s, late 70s, I believe. So 70s, 80s,
so we
90s,
need
2000s, 2010s, 2020s. So 6. I think
so. We need someone.
Right.
What about Lucas? George Lucas?
I mean, like, the only thing he's done is Star Wars, and there was definitely some gaps in there. And that is, like, I don't even know if he technically did the more recent ones, and definitely the more recent ones weren't Oscar nominated, so.
Who did Jaws? Is that Spielberg? Because then this is our Jaws question.
It might be. I don't know. How do we not know the director to that? That's a bad miss by us on our study.
I didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't in the secret trivia questions that I had to look up.
I think it's Spielberg. Unless you can think of some other director that actually did direct Jaws.
I like Spielberg.
Okay.
Which famous painter was given the nickname Jack the Dripper? Couldn't tell you. But I'm assuming his first name is Jack. And I don't know any painters.
Jacques
Bob Ross,
Cousteau.
Andy Warhol. I don't know many other painters.
Bob Ross.
I don't know many. I'm naming all the painters I know.
Da Vinci.
Yeah, it wasn't one of the Ninja
like
Turtles.
The Renaissance era. So, like, if you're going that far back, then
no, I know. I
don't know.
Well, what about Picasso? Just something, I don't know.
Sure.
Whatever. Picasso, suck it, Rob. You got us on that one.
What's the name of the famous theater in London where Shakespeare debuted most of his plays? Isn't that the Globe Theater?
Wow, Moose with a answer out of nowhere. Sure. I have no idea.
All right.
0 points.
Globe final.
Okay.
Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem are a fictional band from which television series? Couldn't tell you.
Oof, this is not going to look good for us.
Teeth. The Electric Mayhem. Dr. Teeth. There's no dentist that's prolific in a television series, right?
I know of.
I'm blank. So,
are any in Modern Family? I don't know. There's just a couple people in there, and I don't know that show that well. I'm just trying to think of other sitcoms.
Boy Meets World.
Yeah,
I have no clue.
Boy Meets World final there.
Okay.
What is the study of fossils called?
Not just simply archaeology, is it? Probably not.
Yeah, that seems too simple. Oh no, it's not fossils. That's bones. Or is
I like archaeology, right?
Stupid question, but would fossils be the same as bones in this case?
What is the word you're trying to say?
And anthropology.
I think that's lineage.
I learned that today.
Yeah, I don't know.
So Moose found a word, and he's like, "I'm going to use this."
Yeah,
I know it has something to do with
Moose's
archaeology.
word of the day. He's throwing it in the answer for trivia.
I like archaeology.
I kind of want to go with Moose just for the word of the day calendar.
Is archaeology not dinosaurs in general? Because
all right, anthropology final. Suck it, Moose. Anthropology is our final answer. We're now officially throwing. Yeah. We're officially throwing.
Curling stones are made up of what kind of material?
Where's fig?
Is it
human bones? I thought it's a stone. Isn't it a stone? You throw the stone?
I was going to say granite, yeah.
So granite, final.
Okay, let's see how poor we did on this one. Oh, boy. Okay. Okay, good, because I was looking at the answer sheet, and I got very concerned because none of them match, but that was for the music.
I mean, it's going to be pretty damn close.
Yeah.
Okay, Steven Spielberg nailed it.
All right.
Jackson Pollock.
Awesome.
Heard of him.
Fucking Moose, you animal. The Globe Theater nailed it.
Wow.
High school
Dr.
English,
Teeth
baby.
and the Electric Mayhem is from The Muppet Show.
Nolan.
Oh, I blame you guys for that one because you've kids.
They don't watch the Muppets yet, but
No.
Figure it out.
this is paleontology.
Glad to know we wouldn't have gotten it regardless.
And then granite is correct. So we did get that one. So 1,000 points that round, which isn't in the grand scheme of things terrible, but yeah, we definitely threw in the towel on a few of those. We were not even close. Okay. Impossible round. Final 3.
Our last chance.
Let's let it rip.
We've had some shaky impossible rounds. Here we go.
Ooh.
At the end of the 2022 season, which city's MLB stadium has the largest jumbotron scoreboard of any ballpark? I saw Rob post something about this earlier today.
He asked us this question a week ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Because it was because I told him, I go, so you saw the Phillies clip because the Phillies are going to have the biggest. But it's the end of the 2022 season.
But
I feel like we can eliminate a lot of teams.
What he had sent us is he asked ChatGPT, and ChatGPT gave him the wrong answer, and then he said, "Isn't it this?" Sure? And then basically, are you sure?
He redacted the screenshot.
ChatGPT was like, "Oh yes, you're right.
It's this stadium. They have this nickname, and it was built here." That's not a bad answer, just because that they just redid that stadium like last year.
I want to say it's the Rangers.
All right, we'll go Rangers final.
Okay.
And if
I'm not the baseball guy here, so you guys feel free to change if that doesn't sound right. But it sounds like you kind of are in agreement too.
I am.
So here's the only thing, because again, with Rob, it says which cities.
Yes, that's true.
So I feel like.
So isn't it Arlington? Are they still in Arlington?
Yeah. Or it
I'll be fine with it, but if it's Cleveland, I'm gonna shank both of you.
Okay.
In typical Cleveland.
Moving on.
Which president was the first to install solar panels on the White House?
What's Rob with the?
So random. Are we thinking it was before Obama or Obama? Because that's my first guess. I don't.
Solar panels were out before then, though.
I'm thinking Clinton.
Yeah, but do we have a president that cared that much?
Either that, or it's so foolish, it's literally Biden.
I'm not huge on following the news recently, but definitely didn't hear about it.
I think we're on the right track with the names we're throwing out. I'm putting it out there.
Definitely semi-recent.
You have any lead?
All right. We'll go Biden final, and if it's Clinton, I shank again.
All right.
You're running out of people to shank. Prior to winning his Best Supporting Oscar in 2020, Brad Pitt's first Academy Award was won by being a producer of what historical film that won Best Picture in 2014?
Argo. Oh no,
I've
I'm thinking the wrong one.
Oh God,
he wasn't in that.
Bear has an answer.
That was
Bear.
Was it?
No, that's I was writing Argo down.
Oh, thought you were raising your hand.
No.
What yeah, I think
obviously
it's Argo.
I don't know.
All right,
am I thinking
Argo.
Am I thinking of Brad Pitt or am I thinking of Ben Affleck? Are you guys familiar with Argo? I'm drawing a blank here.
I think I've heard of it.
Ben Affleck in that movie, and this is going to be completely wrong. So feel free to slow me up here. But Argo definitely won Best Picture. I'm almost positive it won Best Picture, but I'm just blanking on the actor. I think it actually is Ben Affleck, not Brad Pitt.
What's your second answer?
That's the thing. I don't have a second answer. So if you guys have nothing, I guess we just stick with
Goodwill Hunting. I'm just going to keep throwing out Ben Affleck movies
what else was
now.
He doing?
Batman.
The
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's actually a Brad Pitt one, though. Because that's a historical film. Argo final.
Okay.
Might be our worst performance of the month.
This will be.
All right, let's see. Final one. I'm going one by one. Oh.
One shank.
Progressive Field, Cleveland, Ohio.
One shank.
That's funny.
Okay, we said we were throwing.
Which president first to install solar panels? We were not even close. Jimmy Carter.
What the fuck?
I mean, we were kind of close, but
yeah. And then final question: 12 years a slave.
Chad even got that one wrong.
Damn. Oh, yeah, Inglourious Basterds. He was also in that.
Fury. Oh, Fury was a good movie.
I'm definitely an idiot. Argo. Okay, Argo was 2012, and it was Ben Affleck, and I'm pretty sure it won Best Picture, so I kind of think I covered myself. I'm not looking like a jackass there, but...
we didn't do well.
No. But anyways, that was fun. GG's, everybody. Maybe we'll figure out a different way that we can get like chat to like interact here. But you know, it's obviously tough because like there's no. I think for the most part, everyone's just you know not going to be looking things up or anything. But that's always one of the difficulties Rob used to have with doing trivia online. There's no foolproof way to say like, hey, you know, Cappy. I'm just using because that's the last chat in there. Didn't look up Inglourious Basterds. Well, clearly Cappy didn't because that is the incorrect answer. But you know, how are we to know that, right? So, anywho, what was our total? 1,400, 2,800 plus no music. So that was a poor round, but nevertheless.
Let's just tell Rob we didn't do trivia.
Yeah.
We skipped trivia this week in honor of your birthday.
Actually, died, no trivia.
Let's see. Well, Moose, why don't you let us know what's going on this week for you? While I try to, apparently I still have access to 3 Jobs Ago's Instagram, so that actually could be very interesting. Find a particular Instagram that I would love to help promote.
So only streams this week. Streams plural. Let me look at my schedule again. Stand by.
Did you post a schedule?
No. My work schedule.
Oh.
What's the date?
Down. You passed it. You passed it, Kilbrain.
Different one. Right. I want to get.
So my only stream of the week will be coming Thursday night into Friday. Because we have games Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. So a lot of hockey this week, as I mentioned before. 10 of our last 12 hockey games of the regular season are home games. They take up a lot more of my time. But I will be streaming around midnight, possibly making an appearance on Bear Stream as well. When MLB releases, I'm sure we'll get around to doing that. A little co-op. Who knows what else. But that's most of what I have planned going forward. I'm going to try to squeeze in as many MLB streams as possible during the week and try to keep them somewhat consistent because I do have technically 3 jobs now. Hopefully that crunches down to 1 in the next month or 2 once the budget gets finalized for the job I want to keep. And then we'll go from there. But we'll definitely try to stream MLB as much as possible because I'll definitely be playing it whenever I'm home. So, yeah.
Love to hear it. And it seems like there's a lot of excited people for MLB. Bear being one of them. Bear, we have a big schedule on the docket for this week. While I pull it up, let us know what you have going on. Hence the title of the podcast. And are we releasing some information tonight potentially?
I was gonna say
if you would like. So again, the biggest thing is the 24-hour stream. Everything that's getting geared up going into that. Again, the only sort of content I could come up with would be to put my name on the Scramble tournament for lots of money. Which you could see it does not exist. So it's probably the not to put the pressure on myself, but I will. It's the biggest stream that I feel like I have going forward. Jumping into new content and everything, and so I want to make sure that it's not just me, because I was thinking about it today. When we did this 2 years ago, we were 2-3 episodes into Red Fast Review, and Moose was still in his parents' basement. Now he's broadcasting AHL games. Rob was, God, I don't even remember what Rob was doing before he got the brewery. I know there's Best Buy.
I think it was just Best Buy, and then he unfortunately lost the job due to COVID, and then it was kind of nothing.
Oh no, I don't think he was sad about losing that job at all.
No, he hates Best Buy.
Yeah, I know, but like, you know,
I know what you mean.
Must have been very difficult for him.
Yeah.
And now he's running a brewery again. Kilbride just got the promotion, got the new job with the kid, and it's like, yeah, it's like looking on what we've done from the last time I did a 24-hour stream. I've been having that reflection period of like, this is the next step if we're going to do it. So, I want to do it, and I want to do it big. So if you go to the next, the most recent Twitter post, we're going to be doing some different. Did I not tweet it out?
You tweeted the redacted.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. So we're going to be doing some things during this 24-hour stream. The boys know what is sitting behind that box. But we're going to be doing some giveaways, some things you can do to the streamer that will influence the streamer.
You like that?
I want to do so many things to the streamer.
Again, me too. Take that how you want it, but I mean, we can add that to certain levels. We'll call it the spit roast redemption.
You get him from the right, I'll get him from the left.
So, again, when you get in there, some of it might seem so crazy, outlandish, obnoxious, where you get and go, there's no way this would ever happen. But I can promise, as a man of my word, we will hold to that. And one of those things is the rookie cards. There were a lot of people that were interested in that might have missed out during the 800 follower special. So you'll get it. I know it's funny to say 800 follower and then know what's behind that box, but why not? You know, we were talking, we're going to shoot for Jupiter, and if we land on the moon, we're happy. So what I can say is, if you have nothing to do Friday, if you need a stream to lurk, we're going to be live all next week, 9 to 3. Stop in, say hello. I said we're going to make a push for this, and you're damn right we're going to be doing it. So 9 to 2.
Just to confirm, when will be 9 a.m. all week. Wow,
love.
Yep.
And that the 24-hour streams, to confirm the start date exactly
is Thursday at 11 p.m. So a lot of that first hour is going to be explaining.
Okay, so that's the 323 essentially. It just goes through. Got it. Okay.
Yep. So all day Friday I'll be live.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, very exciting week. Very, very exciting. So can't wait to.
And then once the stream ends, I turn 34. So
no boy.
Yeah. And you get some sleep for your for your birthday. Jimmy's washing his beard.
I've seen your facial hair. It equals mine, son.
As you kind of alluded to, Bear, I actually start my new job tomorrow. Very happy about that. So I've kind of had the last few weeks off, had some good time to spend with the kid. Obviously just returned from Scottsdale, Arizona from a bachelor party. Did a good part of today recouping because I took a red eye back cross country, which I got some sleep, but was it the best? Obviously not. So that's what I'll be working on this week, as well as going to be doing my typical Wednesday night stream. May switch it up. I'm not sure if I'm going to do elite rounds as far as what exactly the content is going to consist of. I will be live at 9 p.m. Eastern time. More than likely, I didn't tweet out the schedule, didn't come home until earlier this morning, so didn't have a chance to do that. And that's kind of what I am looking forward to at the moment. Let me see here. Got anything else before we wrap up? I don't believe so. Let me see. Okay. And let's send out a raid, shall we?
Listen, if we're talking about crazy things, I don't think we're ever going to
we are never going to be able to raid this man other than probably right now, because he is not a night streamer, but one of my favorite streamers on the platform, has been for some time. You guys know him. He did a game chat episode. He has appeared on the Red Fast Review before multiple times, and is a player of all things sports, very knowledgeable of all things in the sports realm. None other than Barrett Nelson, aka USN_TV. And he's doing his special right now, which is the Ultimate Introduction Bracket Night number 2. He's going strong at the moment, got a hype train going, it seems like there is always one going over there. That man knows how to get the people all riled up. Let's go say hello to Mr. USN this evening, and we will all see you, throughout the week. But
don't say next week, Moose. We've got things going. Kilbrides when.
Yeah, but I'm thinking all together.
Yeah. Fair.
Okay, I agree.
But as
I agree
always,
with that.
Fair.
Suck it, Moose.
Thank you.
See you Friday and Wednesday in Kilbrides.